So guys, today is just more than just doing some maths. I want to see how fast you guys can work on a pressure respond in a positive way. We're not gonna do every single thing, but we're gonna do everything that is different. So I think I have a next set of fractions down there, but we're not gonna do all out of that because some of them similar to this. Alright. So guys, you're gonna do it just like how we have class and you just do it and WhatsApp me, alright? And then we go through the solution and discuss it and so. Alright. So after this, I will have an indication of where we are in terms of fraction, some graph, area, perimeter, all of those stuff. That's on this today. Equation, simultaneous equation. A number of things is on it here. So what I want you guys to do for me, just go ahead and do these and just WhatsApp me. If you could do all of them, I will tell you when to stop. 15 past 12, we're going, and then we'll go to the solution. If you're unable to finish, that you just kind of say, okay, probably you're a bit slow or, but we have to work on our speed, guys. Csec is a time limit something, so we have to practice to work as fast as possible. Alright, so just go ahead and do these and then WhatsApp. Some of them have different numbers because the original something that I was planning, the person didn't do it as I want to. So I basically I just adjust my thing and do my own thing. Luckily made up on holiday. So that's why this is not so perfect. But go ahead guys, do these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 15 minutes. Let's see if I can complete that thing, alright? And just WhatsApp me. And then we're gonna go through it and talk about like the problems or whatever error we see.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, good afternoon. Oh, Imani and don't click, just go ahead and do these, alright? You just joined, just go ahead and as some persons are, I hope they don't forget, see them, I think they're coming in. Not bad. I let even these persons what I don't know. Seems like they're not joining. I'm not sure what's happening with the computer. It just said joining, but I don't see. Sheldon, you on? I don't know if it's from my end. I'm just seeing joining, but I don't see him. Oh, he's on, he's on. I think his mic is out.
Sir,
Hi, good day.
good day. You normally ask like student question on these marathons?
Yeah, man. We're gonna go through the solution, but what it is, you guys should do these and just WhatsApp me, and then I can when we're going through the solution, I will know what's happening with you guys.
Oh, okay, because I'm at work, so that's why. From time to time, I was wondering if you like allow us to turn on our mics, because I was going to tell you that my background is a bit noisy.
Okay, okay.
Yes, all right.
Yeah. It's being recorded though, so you guys will get.
Okay, sir.
I'll probably pause it and so for the person. All right. So guys, this can be tricky, you know. You see, the Bundas rule, you have to follow the Bundas rule with this. So you do the one on the left first. All right. So we actually have to subtract before we can add. All right. So we convert this 2 and 2/5 to improper 2, 5, 10. I have 12 over 5. 1, 3, 3, and that's 4 over 3. So once you're adding and subtracting, you must find the LCM, right? You have to bring them to a common denominator. And that will be 15. 5 into this goes 3 times.
Sir,
Yeah?
I thought you add, then you subtract.
No. Let me tell you, because it's on the left, you do the one on the left first.
Okay, because in the rule it said, I thought it said addition, then subtraction.
Yeah, yeah. Same thing with division and multiplication. You see, you do the one on the left first. So in this case, you'd have to subtract and then add. Even though the rules say you're supposed to add and subtraction. Yeah. But in
So
the
if I add first, it would are incorrect.
yeah, man, it's incorrect if you add first.
Mm.
Yeah. All right. So that would be 36. You multiply by that. And then 3 into that goes 5 times. Multiply 5 for 20. So for this part, we get 16 over 15. You can't leave it like this because we're just gonna add 3.5 to it, right? And then 326 plus 1, 7 over 2. Once you're adding and subtracting, you find the LCM, right? Which is 30. That into that 2, and then 2 times that 32. 2 into 30, 15. So we multiply 7 by 15. 7, 5, 35. 33, 717, so 105. So we just add these now. That give 137 over 30. Did you guys convert it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. How many 30 we can get out of it?
4 of them.
4, right? Because it goes to 120. So that'll be 4 and 17 over 30. I think. So for that one, that will be our answer. So just remember, guys, once it's addition and subtraction, the one on the left take presence. Multiplication and something like that. Multiplication and division. If the division come on the left, you have to do the division part first. Alright. Alright. For this one now, this one is more easier because they give us the bracket, right? So we know, so we work out the bracket and then work out both brackets and then we add the result for both of them. Alright, so I could do that. So it's 1 and I think I probably should just work out this. It should be a faster way, you know. Alright, so we just rewrite this. So it's 1 and 3 over 4 minus 1, 8. So we're going to do both brackets separate. Alright, so all we have to do is just subtract this 1 in from this, right? So we can convert it. So 144 and that's 7. So 7 over 4. I think this one is much easier. Alright, so we just find our LCM, which would be 8. The lowest number we can go into 4 and 8 would be 8. 4 into 8 2 times. So 7 2 is 14. And 8 into itself 1. So basically this would be 1. So all we have to do is just subtract and we get this part, which works out to 13 over 8. Let me clear up this because I don't want to confuse that. And this now, division, we know what the rule says when we divide it. We keep the first fraction, so that's 5 over 6. Change it to multiplication and reciprocate. So we just flip the last fraction, right? And then we can cancel. So this into this goes 1 time, into that 2. So here, so now we have 5 over 4. So now we can just bring them together and add them, right? Everybody follow so far?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we just find our LCM. As once you add in, you must bring them to a common denominator. And that's the lowest number would be 8. 8 into 8, 1. So this gives us 13 plus 8 into that 2. And 5 is 10. So that results in 23 over 8. We can turn this into a mixed number. How many groups of 8 we can get out of it? It is the 2. 8 2s are 16,
Two.
right? And 7 over 8. Let me just check to see how well you guys did on these. Normally, guys, these are worth either 3 or 4 marks. Sometimes he said make it a little bit simple, and then they give you less mark. All right. Just checking the WhatsApp. Even though I'm not gonna be focusing a lot on the WhatsApp now. After I'm gonna analyze it and see how well you guys did, and then I can know what we need to do revision on. All right. All right. Which one give trouble?
Repeat, sir.
I'm saying, which one did you guys find to be more challenging? We're gonna look at this one now.
Well, none of them really. It's just the error which I told you I made. I said 9 3 is 18, it was 27, but it's not really.
Okay. So it's just computation error, but in terms of procedure, you know what to do. Right.
Yes, sir.
For that, you would only lose 1 mark, but you don't want to give away your marks when you know how to do it. You see, it's a case where you don't know how to do it that different, but once you know how to do it, that shouldn't be a major problem. I think there's an easier way to just clear it out. All right, let's look at this one. So guys, with this one, as I say, I chose questions that are a little bit different. So we don't necessarily have to do this one. But let's look at this one. With this one, you work the top first. All right, so I'm going to rewrite it 1 4/5 minus 1/3. And then now we divide by this. The line means divide. So it's 1 4, 1 times 5, that's 4 plus that 9 over 5 minus 1/3. I think this one is not bad. And then we convert this now. So 2 5 10 plus 2 12 over 5. 2 5 10 plus 2, yeah. All right, so let's work the top first. Once you're adding and subtracting, you must find the LCM. All right. So LCM in this case would be 50. 5 into 15, 3. So we multiply it by the numerator. 3 9s 27. And 3 into that 5. 1 times 5, 5. So for this part, we'll get 22 over 50. And look how easy it comes, guys. Look how easy it is to set up, right? So you write a divide first. A common error, students will just change it to multiplication and try to flip it all at once. Sometimes as the students make error with doing that. So guys, you can just do it step by step, show them say understand what you're doing. The rules say keep the first fraction, so it's 22 over 15, change it to multiplication, and then flip the last fraction. And then we see what can cancel. I think that 3. Remember, it have to be the same number that can go into both of them, right? So 2 can go into this. 6 times 2 into this, 11. So that would be 11 times 1. And 3 times 6. Let's see how many persons got that. So it's 11 over 8. That's what, number 3.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. So guys, you don't necessarily have to do this one. How we should do it? This and this is the same thing, but this is just addition. I think this one is interesting up here, so we're gonna go through this one now. Some persons said they're not able to write. So this is from a specimen paper. Specimen paper, guys, is normally something a Csec normally put out and say what you should know. So it's very similar to the actual Csec past papers. So for every subject, I think they put out some specimen paper. So it's like them take a specimen from the actual paper. Okay, we can this one. All right. So guys, again, we were at the top, right? So it would be 1 times, remember you write it first. Come and get up, please. And then 1 and 1/3 again times 5/6. All right, so we add the top and then multiply, then divide. Very similar to the previous one. All right, so it's 1 times 3, that's 3 plus 1, 4/3 plus 5/6. Find our LCM, because we're adding 3 into this goes 2 times 4 2s 8. 6 into 6, 1. I will multiply by the numerator. By now, everyone should know the rule. Once you multiply, once you adding and subtracting, it have to be the same denominator. 8 and 5, 13/6. And then we can work out this part right here. So it's 1, and work out this because I don't want it to. There should be an easier way to clear everything in it. I'm not sure. So 133, oh, it's the same thing. So it's going to be 4/3 times 5/6. With this one, we can just cancel down, right? 2 can go into 4 2 times, go into that 3. So it will be 2 5 10 and 3 3 is 9. So we just divide by 10/9. We know that the rule state when once we divide in, we're going to
Sorry,
change.
I have 16 there.
Oh, 6.
13/16.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 6. Sorry. And then change it to multiplication and reciprocate. So this becomes multiply, and then this one becomes 9/10. So we can use 3 to reduce it. 3 into 9, 3, 3 into 6, 2. So that will be 39/20. 3 times 39, 3 times 3, 39, and 2 times that, 20. We can also rewrite that as 1 and 19/20. I think I'm going to make this a little bit thicker because it looks tough. Even though I deliberately want it to be fine. Yes, so it will be 19/20. Guys, do we have to do this one? This one is similar to this one. It's the same rule. You only add and then after which you just divide by 6 and 2. Alright, as I say, guys, we're not gonna do everything, but I want you guys to try this one. This one is different. I don't see any sign between. Oh, minus. Yeah, I want you guys to try this one. The others are similar to those, but this one is a little bit different. So try that one, guys, and then we'll finish with fraction. Oh, I don't teach POB, you know, but I can get a POB teacher. Thanks, Ryan.
Welcome.
Yeah, what are you got? Same thing.
Sir, I really don't understand that one.
Okay, we're gonna go through it, but still try, man. That's the way you're thinking. Remember now, I'm here to correct you and everything. All right, thanks, guys. All right, let's go through it now. All right, so it only look hard, guys, but guess what? We have to do the part here first. So basically, you have to divide first. Let me just rewrite it here. So we basically have to divide first, and then we can subtract. As I said, the January paper, them always come with some little trick to the January paper. All right, so we just do this part first, which is 2 and 4 over 9. Divide by 4 and 2/3. After which we just subtract. All right, so we convert 2 9s 18 plus 4 22 over 9. And we'll convert this also. So 4 3s 12 plus that 14 over 3. But we know what the rule says. Right about the first fraction, change it to multiplication and reciprocate. So this becomes 3 over 14. And then we can break down this. 3 into itself 1, 3 into that 3 times, right? We can use 2, 2 into this 7, 2 into this 11. So this becomes 11 times 1, 11 over 21. Everybody agree?
Yes.
Yeah, and then now we simply subtract this, the result. So is that each up on the screen, right? So find our LCM of 21 and 7, which is 21, because 7 can go into 21, right? 21 into this goes, but into itself goes 1 time. So it becomes 11 minus 7 to 21, 3. 3 3 is 9. And then we have 2 over 21. Persons were able to get it. This was very good. One person made the error and put 3 over 21. But guys, just be careful in exam. You know, mistakes can make, but we don't want to give away our marks when we understand it. You see, if we don't understand it, that's different. But once you understand it, just please ensure so you compute correctly. All right. So guys, it wasn't hard. The only thing to it, you divide first and then subtract. And that's according to the Bundas rule, right? Division comes before addition and subtraction. We talk more about that when it comes closer to exam. As the Bundas rule, guys, it's very important. All right. Guys, just do as many as you can with this. There are different types, but nevertheless, I think you guys should be able to complete. Only say 10 minutes? No, I'm more than that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Enough this, you know. All right, do as many as you can. And then we'll go through it. All right, this is factorization. A very popular topic with Csec. You see how many ways you can set it up, guys? It's just crazy. A lot of ways with them can set it up. I think this is coming on paper 2 this year. Based on what I analyze and stuff. Well done, Jamal. The previous one I'm talking. Guys, once we're practicing those little errors that we make, it should come easy, right? That shouldn't be an hindrance. Once you know how to do it on something,
Can you repeat what you said?
I was saying you guys should do these, and then we're gonna go through them. You guys understand how to do all of them? Let me show you. I'm gonna put, some of them are the same. Like for example, this and this is basically the same thing. This also. But I think I want to go through all I do. Or I should just go through. Oh no man, I want to give you guys the opportunity to work it. So just work as many as you can in 15 minutes, all right? So with factorization, just go back to primary school. Always the highest common factor you have to go, all right? There are many different types, so we're going to explore them, all right? So for this one, you can just look for common, which is A. So you take out your A, nothing is not common because there's no number here, and then you divide A into this. So it's like you're saying A3 divided by A1. We know the rule somewhere divide, right? We subtract the power, so that'll be 3 minus 1. So it becomes A second. And similar with this, negative 12A divided by A. The A cancels the A, right? So that just leave minus 12. You can leave this here, so because we don't have a difference of 2 squared. But I notice sometimes Csec is doing it, so you can have a difference of 2 squared, and then you have to factorize again. But for this one, it's not like that. But this one now, then we use the multiplication, the factor method rather. So you multiply 2 times 3, you get your 6x, which is positive 6x, right? So guys, look carefully, right? And list all the factors of 6. So you have 1 times 6, 2 times 3. Once you go back to your basic school, something, you're good. Now you ask yourself, which one of these can give you 5? Which pair would you use? Bear in mind, this is positive 6x squared, right? So you want, when you multiply them, you get positive 6x. And when you add them, you get negative 5. Some people late, you know? 1 or late. Right? So you want to factorize it. So we would use 2 and 3. But guess what? Both of them have to be negative. Everybody realize that? Because a negative 2 times a negative 3 is going to give us positive 6. And we add negative 2 and negative 3 to 5. So we just replace negative 5 with these. So I'm going to use negative 2 extension because 2 and the 2 then just match together. It doesn't matter, do you know? Whichever way you use, it's still going to come back. And then you put your bracket. About the highest common factor, as I say, 2. 2 is common to both, right? 2 into itself, and then you take out x. And then now we divide in. So 2 into that leave x, and 2x into itself leave 1. Put our minus. What's the highest number we can go in at 3 and 3?
3.
Yeah. And x is not common, so you just go ahead and divide. And then now, negative into negative, negative into positive, then negative, and 3 to 3, 1. So it would be x minus 1. Well, I may underestimate this case here. It would be x minus 1, that way in I bracket. And then 2x minus 3, which is in the last bracket. So what's outside? You put the outside in it. And that's it. 3 marks or 2 marks, whichever C side, right? And for this one, it's the same thing. It's the x squared times 4. That will give us positive 4x again. And then you list all the factors of 4. Numbers I can multiply to give you 4. And that would be 2, 1 times 4 and 2 times. So we're going to say which one of them we can add to give you 5, right? It would be negative 1 and negative 4. Because negative 1 times negative 4 give you positive 4. And you add negative 1 and negative 4, you get 5. So we just replace 5x with minus x and minus 4x. See, the value not change. This is equal to negative 5x right away, same way. So be careful with the sign when you're doing the factorization, guys. That's the only thing we can throw off it. Alright? And then for this now, we take out the highest common factor, which is x. X into that leave x into itself minus 1. Come back at the same question. Alright, put your minus what common. What's the highest common factor here? So 4 and 4. 4, right?
4.
Yeah. And then we just divide 4 into that leave x. That into that leave negative 1. So it's x minus 1. And what in outside the bracket, which is this. X minus 4. Why am I left off x? X minus 4. So for that, it will be x minus 1 and x minus 4. But this one now, they basically started for you, right? So you have 3x minus 6y plus ax minus 2ay. First, I check if you nothing common. I think 3 common to both of this. And then a would come on to this one, right? So we take out the highest common factor. Since the letter is different, we can't take out the letters, right? So we take out the number. So it would be 3. 3 highest number can go in at 3 and 6, and then we say 3 into that leave x. 3 into that leave minus 2. Everybody see that? We're dividing, right? So we said 3 into 6 goes 2 times. And we do the same thing for this one now. But in this one, a is common. So we take out our a. No number no common, and this leave x. A into 2axy. The a is going to cancel itself, so you put 2y. So you have x minus 2y, that's a part of the answer. You have 3 plus a. If you want to put a plus 3, it's fine also. Both of them still correct. Alright. So guys, just look, you have to look if it's the difference of 2 square, look if it's the factor method, or it's just taking out what's common. Or they call it factorized by grouping. So you just have to look and see which type it is. And I show you guys how to do it. If you can't factorize, use a quadratic formula. Alright? Alright, so for this one look at grouping. So look, a is common right here, a is common to this, right? So it's all about the highest common factor. B common, so we have to go both of them. So this would be AB. And then we divide a into a squared leave a, b into b, with 1. And for this one now, AB would cancel itself. Let me just show you guys. So it's 2AB divided by AB, right? So clearly, this is going to cancel itself. That will just like 2. And that will be our answer. Sometimes this is worth 1 mark, and sometimes 2. Alright, it depends on the year. I don't know what Csec used to determine when a 3 or when a 2. Sometimes it looks difficult and you get 2 marks, and sometimes it looks simple and you get 3. So I don't know what criteria they use, but they know do. I guess it depends on the year. Alright, so for this one now, grouping again, right? Take out the x common to both. You have y cubed and you have y. So that means both of them common again. X into x leave 1, y into y square leave y, and then x, and that's it. So these can be pretty straightforward at times, and they can be difficult sometimes. Like perhaps this would be a bit more challenging, right? Because you have to use the factor method. So we multiply 2n squared minus 20, which gives us, I'm going to do the rough work over here. So we multiply first. So it's 2 times that will give us negative 40n squared, right? And we list all the factors of 40, like 1 times 40, 2 times, not 1 time, I'm right, 20, 2 times 20, 4 times 10, 5 times 8. I thought, you know, yeah. So then now you're gonna check and see out of these pairs, which one of them can give you a negative 3? Which should it be, guys? Can give a 3. Which one are the factors?
8 and 5.
8 and
So
5, right?
negative 8 and positive
Yeah.
5.
So the bigger term should be negative. Once we have a negative here, so the bigger term should be negative. So what we do now, we just replace the negative 3. So the 8 must be negative. And students tend to mess up them here. And then just put anyone positive and anyone negative. You have to look, ensure so you get back the 3, the negative 3. If not, it's gonna throw off your answer. Once you see you don't get the same thing in both brackets, you know, so possibly you make an error, right? And again, we go back to the highest common factor. I thought you guys did pretty well on this one, which is 2n, right? And that would leave n, 2n into 8n. So you have negative 8n divided by 2n, right? N cancel n, and that will give you the 4. Go back your plus. What's the highest number we can go in at 5 and 20? That would be 5, right? So 5 into this, and then get the same thing. So once you say you get the n minus 4, definitely know say you're on the right track. And then you have 2n. But outside, it is 2n plus 5. And that's it. But this one now, I'm going to do some more now because these are very interesting. So we have 2x cubed y plus 6x squared y squared. All right, so again, always take out the highest common factor. So 2 are the highest number we can go in at 2 and 6. So we take out our number. All right, so we have x cubed, x squared. What's the highest common factor there?
X squared.
X squared. Let me put the bracket. Sorry, that was an error. Yes, that's it. So we take out our x squared. And we have y and y squared, so we can just take out the y, right? One way you can look at this, guys, whenever you multiply it, you're supposed to get back this answer. So this now, 2 cancel 2, x, that I believe x. And then 2 into 6 goes 3 times. X squared into itself 1, y squared into y, y. And that's it. Very easy. We didn't do any of these, so let me just show you guys that. I kind of saved those for the last, because I think those are the easiest ones. This one is similar to it. So let's see for difference of 2 square. Oh yeah, this one also. I have an entire video on these guys where I get some past papers, difference of 2 square. Alright, so let's look at some of these. Would a bit crowded. So I'm just gonna go down here. So. Alright, so I'm just rewrite them. So we have x squared minus 16. These are free marks, you know, guys. Once these come, we're gonna come on the multiple choice. So we have x squared minus 16. That's 1. 9x squared minus 4. We did those in class, you know. Guys, ensure say our practice. They can't bring anything that you don't know. It's the same thing that we do in class. They're gonna bring. Just a matter of if you remember every single thing what we do. All right, so we have 2m squared minus 1. No, 25. My mind, sometimes teacher let me just my mind think fast. Alright, so we have 25m squared minus 1. Normally, that we end with a minus, right? Because a difference of 2 square. For plus, can't work. Alright, so all we do for this, we just factorize it. Basically by finding the square root of both numbers, right? So it's a perfect square. So what it is, a 0 in the middle. So only a number minus itself can give a 0, right? So let's say, for example, let's just rewrite this so you guys can get the full understanding of what I'm saying. So they didn't bother to write the 0. All right, so we multiply and we get to 16. So what it is, we need two numbers and we multiply them, it gives us 16. And when we subtract them, it gives us 0. That can only be 4 and 4, right? We not even do 2 and 8 because we can't get 0. So it's the same number subtract itself. So what it is, we replace the 0 with 4x minus 4x because that is going to give us the 0. So all of them, that's how, if we were to do it the long way, this is how we would have done it. I'll take out the highest common factor again. The highest number here would be x. And then we have plus 4. Put our minus. The highest number we can go in 4 and 16 would be 4. And then we say x into that, leave 4 into that, leave x, and negative into that, leave positive 4. So clearly we can see that our answer would be x plus 4 and x minus 4. But we have an easier way to do it, and Csec accept it, alright? So all we do, we just simply, once we realize it's a difference of 2 squared, we simply find the square root of this and the square root of this. So on one side, the square root of x squared would be x, and the square root of 16 would be 4. So you just put x plus 4 and x minus 4. So it's the same method we're gonna use for the others, right? But I just want to show you guys how they come about with this. So for this one now, we just find the square root, which number we can multiply by itself, and it gives us 9x squared. Same number multiplied by itself. So we find the square root. What will be the number, guys?
3.
Just 3? No x?
3x.
3x.
Yeah. No one to sleep for me. And then you have the square root of 4 with the plus 2. If this come exam, just smile and do this.
Sir, in our work you had given before, you had done -1 instead.
Yeah. See one here, we didn't have the -1, right? And you just find the square root of 25, which number multiplied by itself is a 25. That's 5, right? this would be 1, because only 1 times 1 can give you 1. I'm gonna subtract. So this shouldn't be no great problem. I'm gonna look see if I can find one more. I saw one with some n square, so let me just look through that one. I saw one with some n square. Oh, probably did it already. Oh no, man, see there. Yeah, this one, m square minus 4n square. Yeah, definitely want to go through that one. I think we basically completed 90% of this. So it's m squared minus, what was it, 4n squared?
Yes.
Yeah. So this one is a little bit different, but it's the same procedure, all right? So you look on the powers then, and clearly we can see what multiplied by itself gives us m squared, that will be m, and this will be 2n. So you have m on either side, and this will be 2n, right? That's 2n times that, and then minus 2n. So guys, in terms of factorization, I think that will be it, right? But for these now, I'm expecting you guys to just run through these, right? Honestly. I know it's a lot, you know, guys, but I kind of look for the different types, because I want you guys to be familiar with everything. If anything, we'll have more marathon. But I don't want to just be running just once, bounce and gone. Alright? I want it to be meaningful where it's supposed to stick. So guys, try these. How much minutes you guys think? 15? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, try 15 minutes, guys. I'll wait until you finish, alright? I just don't want to just give a solution. I want it to be meaningful where you try, and I can see where you guys are, alright? So basically, these are just regular fractions, except have the algebraic. That's all. It's the same rule. For addition, subtraction, multiplication, the same rule applies to regular fraction. The same rule, right? So find our LCM, which is 10. 5 into 10, 2. So that will give us 2a. Go back up plus 2 into 10, 5 times, so multiply 3a by 5, which will give us 15a. These are like terms, so we can add 2 and 5, 2 and 15 rather, and we get 17a over 10. And same thing with this. Find our LCM. This can be a little bit tricky, you know. After you find the LCM, you say 3 into 12, that goes 4 times. So you can multiply each term by 4. A common error students make, they multiply 4 times x and get 4x, and then they put back the minus 2. Remember, you have to multiply both terms in the bracket. So it's 4 times x, 4x, 4 times negative 2, negative 8. And then you do the same thing. 4 into 12 goes 3 times. So you said 3 times that, 3x, and 3 times 1, 3. For group like terms, because they are not group, right? So it's 4x. Whatever sign in front of it, guys, you keep the sign. So you have a plus 3x, so you put plus 3x. And then you have minus 8 plus 3. And don't forget, keep our LCM. Very important. Because remember, we're not solving, you know, we're just simplifying it and writing it. And then now that we have the group terms, we can say 4x plus 3x. These are like terms. You can put your bracket and separate them. 4 plus 3 are 7. And then minus 8 plus 3, negative 5. I'll keep our LCM. It's not hard, guys. But just remember, it's the same rule with fraction, it applies to it. And remember, we cannot add or subtract unlike term. We could make the one here and then we do the expansion. You know, so yesterday I want to pass paper with this from TikTok. So I implement social media. All right, so we don't know what the value of Q is, but whatever it is, we know that the LCM would be 3 times Q, right?
Sir, quick question.
Go ahead.
For the one that you just worked, doesn't the sign change if it changes size or the sign follows?
Awesome question. All right, there's no equal sign. You see, if it's an equation, then we take the inverse. But for this, it's gonna remain the same sign. All right, so like we have minus 8 here, notice it didn't become positive 8. And for plus 3, it didn't become minus 3 because there's no equal sign. The only time we do that when we have an equal sign and we subtract 1 or add 1 from the left to the right. So very good question. Yeah. All right, thanks for that. So we don't know what Q is, we don't know what 3 is, but guess what? Whatever 3 times Q is, that must be a factor. These are factors of it. Because look, if a 3 times 4 you get 12, both numbers can go into it, right? So that means whatever 3 times Q is, Q and 3 can go in. All right, that's how numbers work. So we say Q into 3Q, we're gonna cancel now, that's just gonna leave 3. Because Q gonna cancel itself. Let me put it on my name, guys. So 3, 5, or 50. Oh, minus the here, so yeah. So supposed to get minus. And then 3 into that I will leave Q. So we have a times Q. And that will give us PQ. So that will be our final answer. So it will be 15 minus PQ. Remember they are different, so it can be square. And then this now will be 3. All right. And for this one now, you guys did this one, the expansion? Let me check.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me just check. As I said, I just recently did one like that. Okay. So based off of what you guys saying, it should be 2k squared minus 7k plus 6. Let's see if that's correct. Okay, Tasha, you got yourself. You got that correct. And Imani too. We're doing this in lower school. Yeah. As I'm saying, guys, if when you can drop in a lower school sometime, like for the person that who just join class with me, I'm not gonna charge you any extra. Because some of the foundation stuff that may I do with them now. So it's 2k times all of this, and then minus 3 times this. All right, so we just expand the bracket by multiplying by 2k. So 2k times k, that's 2k squared. And 2k times minus, a negative times a positive, always negative, right? And then we use our negative 3 now. Please remember it's negative 3. Negative 3 times k, negative 3k. And negative times negative give you a positive. So it's positive 6. These are the only like terms. These are just a number, right? And these have k squared, so we can write it up. So it will be 2k squared minus 7k plus 6. And that will be our answer. But this one, number 8, I think that's one. I'm gonna do that one shortly. Very interesting one. Basically, you have to expand the bracket, right? For this one. So I'm gonna go through that one. That one is a bit different. Oh, guys, I'm gonna send you the video here. As soon as it uploads, I will send you guys a link, so you guys can go through it, because the time not gonna permit us to do it for the entire day. Already. Because we're gonna have class at 6 also, right? For the persons who are part of my class. I don't want it to disrupt that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so class on the scene. So the most annoying part. There must be an easy way. I'm gonna figure that out. Probably just have a clear all button. Alright, so we're gonna expand. So it's 3 bracket x minus y. Guys, for this part, you mainly have to look out for the sign. I think the principle, once your principle sound, you have to look out for the sign. That can cause a problem. If, for example, if you have a positive times negative and you put a positive on something. Alright, so we expand the brackets and then we go like term. So we have 3 times x, 3x, 3 times y, negative 3y, on to the 4 now, 4 times x, 4x. And for the question that was asked, do we change the sign for this one? No, because there's no equal sign. When we reach equation, I did not put any equation on this one. However, there's simultaneous equation, but I didn't put any at the regular equation because I'm looking for some more. I know a lot of them exist, so I'm grouping them for you guys. So whatever comes, you guys will be able to do it in terms of equation. All right. So guys, now we group the like terms. So we are bringing all our x's together. So we have 3x. And as we say, we maintain the same sign. So we have a plus 4y. No, plus 4x, so it's plus 4x. Minus 3y plus 8y. And then we just, once you have the two like terms, we can go ahead and compute. So 3 plus 4, that's 7. And this now give us positive 5y. As I said, this can only be the only problem, sign. Alright, because the 8 is bigger, we maintain a positive sign and we subtract. So it's like you're saying 8y minus 3y. That's another way you can look at it. So that will give us our answer. I'm going to look at this.
Sir, I have a question.
All right, go ahead.
So like how you have 3x plus 4x there, right? And you're adding them. You add the 2x's to solve the square.
No, only when you're multiplying.
Okay, all
you
right.
add the powers, which is it's on this paper, you know. You're gonna look at one further down. We just don't reach there, say it. All right. So when you are multiplying, add the powers. Yeah. But if it's addition, we add like terms. So this wouldn't be 7x squared, but you add 3 and 4, 7 and x. All right. No, it's a good question. Very good question. That's part of my job to explain it or try to make it as clear as possible. All right, so we're gonna look at these two, especially this one. This one can be a little bit tricky. All right, so we have 2m over n minus 5m over n. So basically, if you notice, they are like terms, right? N and n. So find our LCM, which is 3n. And then we divide n into this. That's gonna leave 3, right? Because the n is gonna cancel the n. Just do a little quick test. Then you cancel n, so that leave 3. So multiply this by 3. 3 times 2 give us 16. Minus that into itself 1 time. Alright. Now we can subtract because they are like terms. So 6m minus 5m, that you left 1m over 3m. Alright. As I was saying, guys, with these, it's algebra. However, it's the same rule that applies to fraction. So same as when you have regular fraction, keep the first fraction, change it to multiplication and reciprocate. That's how we approach this one. For some reason, when I calculate the space wrong. For some reason I did that. Alright. Let me just leave down here. So it's 5p. I was looking for more of these, but I didn't find any of this anymore. But I know they are on my channel though, as I was doing them for the students last year. So you're gonna divide by 4p squared over q. So it's 4p squared over 4p squared over q. All right, so right back the first fraction, as we said, I think everyone should be able to do it if you know how to do a fraction. Change to multiplication, then we have q up the top. All right, so we reciprocate or flip, and then we have 4p squared, and then we can cancel, right? P can go into p and q go into q. So q gone, and then now p into this, over left 1p or p1. So this becomes 5, as this is 1, 5 times 1, 5, and then you have 3 times 4p, which is 12p. Notice it's not p squared because one of the p cancels. Alright. So guys, I want you guys to do this one, but the 2015 one. Leave the 2011 one. Alright. Can't believe persons are so late. Probably have to go do about the same paper here, you know. Some people pay and I don't even see them come out. And I'm seeing people late though. I don't understand. Persons are coming in late, man. Alright, so do this one, guys. 2k over 3 plus 2 minus k over 5. Disconnect stuff. So. Oh, the screen never did share. Pause this because I don't know for some reason that just stopped this. Yeah, technology sometimes. Alright, so we treat it same like regular fraction, guys. We find the LCM of 3 and 50. 3 and 5, which is 50. It's straightforward except for that little part here. This can be a little bit tricky. So remember, I said this must in a bracket, alright? So 3 into this goes 5 times. So we multiply 5 times 2k, which gives us 10k. And then we do the same thing. 5 into 15, 3. So we have to multiply both terms by 3. So not just the 2. 3 2s are 6. And then positive times are negative, negative. So this will be 3k. Alright. And then now we add the like terms. Alright, so what the message? Let me just double check before. Okay. So 3 times k, negative 3k. So we're going to group the like terms now. So we are bring all the k's together, right? As remember, the first rule states you can only add and subtract like terms. So if they are not keys, you can add them. Alright. And for the final answer, we say 10 minus 3k gives us 7k plus 6 over 50. And that is our final answer. Same thing for this one, right? Find our LCM. Like Csec like 5 and 3, 15. 5 into that 3, so multiply 3 times 2. These are pretty easier because it's single one. But you see, for the next one, like if you have x plus 1, just remember multiply both terms by it. So 3, 5, 3 into 15 goes 5 times. Positive times and negative will give us negative 5x. You guys did well on this one. So it will be 1x by a subtract over. Alright. Hope it's clear now, guys, but these are very, very popular topics. Basically, I think every Csec paper I've seen these. If they don't come in the paper 2, them come in the paper 1. Is that them often knows you can do them. Alright. I remember someone was saying something earlier about when you multiply and you add in the powers. Alright.
Sorry, can you pull down back the board a little bit so I can jot down that?
Okay, sorry. It's fine, man. Yeah. Alright, then when you're through and then we can proceed. Alright.
All right, you can continue, sir.
Okay, thanks. Everyone that so yeah, guys, do these indices. For some reason I didn't have a lot. I do a lot of these on my channel, you know. So I just need to look for the files individually. So first one, simplify p cube q square multiplied by p cube to the fifth. That was a January paper. All of these are January paper. And then we have simplify 75 q3 times 2p squared cube. And the final one, that was a 2010, same January paper. 4x squared times 3x to the fourth. I didn't bother to put the January paper that just gone one on it, but these came on the last January paper. I mean, I would have done that for the mock exam, because that's what the teachers normally do. Send them to me when you're through, guys, all right? You're in here. They're correct. Pause. Alright. So I'm going to look at the multiplication ones first over here, so and then we'll look at this. Alright. So we have p to the third, q to the second. Now the rule state when we multiply these and the base is the same, we add the powers. So you guys understand that, right? So we just say p to the 3 plus, this once I see it like this is p to the 1. So that will be 3p, 3 plus 1, and then q, 2 plus 5. So our final answer would be p to the 4, and then q to the 7. Similarly, this one, it have the number, so we have to multiply the numbers normally. Alright. I've seen students add the number just because the rules say once the base is the same. But remember, these are regular numbers. So you have to multiply the numbers regularly because they are regular numbers. Okay, like that. Alright, so we say 7 times 2, that's 14. You guys did excellent on this too. And then you have 5 plus that, 7. And then remember this is q to the 1, so that's q 4. Alright, for this one now, two ways we can do. We can go straight ahead and cancel because it's multiplication. You see, if it's addition, we can cancel like that, you know. But once it's multiplication, we can cancel numerator, denominator. Remember now, guys, math is just a set of rules. Once you follow the rules, you put. But you have to know when to do it. So that is why we practice. I write it a long way though. So 4, 3 is 12. You know that we add the powers, so it will be 2 plus 4, which is to the 6. That concludes the top, and then we do this. Alright, so we divide like normal, so it will be 12 divided by 3, which is 4. And when we are dividing, we actually subtract. If you guys want tutorial on my YouTube, you can go and see. I've done these. Alright. So it will be 4x and 6 minus 3 would be 3. So that will be our answer. And for the one that I added, I put a negative in there because I want you guys to know how to deal with the negative. And I put a y in there because I want you guys to. So let me just check and see what was your response, and then we do it. Let's go. Let me just pay me. All right, this one looks like it a bit. Okay, addition. Yes, Serena. All right, so let us look at it. We probably could look at a division one thing with the negatives because C set didn't give any on this. All right, so we multiply negative 3 x to the negative 5 times 4x y to the e. All right, so positive times a negative, that's negative. And 3 4s, 12. All right, so we're adding in as a multiplier, right? So it's to the 5th plus 1. So we group the x terms them together. And then we have y to the e. So there's nothing to do with it y, right? Just one y. So we can put back whatever it is. And then we can simplify now. So this will give us negative 12. Negative 5 plus 1 will give us negative 4. And then we have y to the 8. And that will be our answer. Just to make it interesting, guys, I want you guys to try this one. There we go, learn, right? Students, let me say other than simple, that is a lie. Alright, we'll try this one, guys. And this what's up, right? That's negative 4x to the minus 8, y to the minus 8. Sorry, I'm put the minus last, so that's why I look at it. This is minus 8. Just want to make it interesting. So this should be to the minus 8. And then we can proceed to the next page. Thanks, guys. Good job. You can work it with -8 here. I was saying you could use this as -8. I just want to expose you guys to the more difficult ones. So I'm gonna just this a y minus -8. I think you guys, some persons work it with it positively. They can just quickly work it with the -8. And then we can proceed, all right?
Yes, sir.
These are correct.
So like -8 on the y side.
Yeah, right here, so.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So guys, I know the video is gonna be long, but just find some time and just go through it before exam. So we can, master fraction, master this, master that, we just move on to the next. Csec, I've not released the broad topics as yet. I don't normally sit and wait on that. I try to cover the entire syllabus. So whatever them, when the broad topic come, then we can say, all right, let's just focus on these now. But maths normally is the entire syllabus coming. So unlike some subjects where they tip out someone and say, yeah, at least I come this year. With maths, everything I come. So sometimes I don't even care about the broad topic, to be honest. As you just gonna come and say everything's same way. Alright, so when you say 2 more minutes, we can complete that and then we'll move to the next page. I know you guys are not used to 3 hours class, but I am used to it, guys. I am used to it. So for the persons who are part of my class, what you can do is try to get some rest. So by 6 o'clock, you feel fresh again. That's what I'm gonna basically do. Let's see what's coming. I think it's consumer arithmetic. Yeah. That's nice. All right. Irene, that's correct.
Thanks.
Thanks, Shakira. That's the last one, right? Shakira, you don't have my number. I think somebody missing from this.
What you said, sir?
You can WhatsApp me here. I want to see your structure. I just don't want to see the answer. I think somebody think up. Yeah, I'm trying to come on. Alright, so we can go through it now and then we'll move to the consumer arithmetic. Guys, just hold on. We only have 20 odd minutes, alright? Alright, so we divide. So negative 4 divided by 2, that will give us the negative 4. So we have x to the minus 8 minus 2. Once we divide in, we subtract, right? The powers. And then we have minus 8 minus 3. I just wanted you guys to do this, just in case Csec decides to get smart, you're already prepared. Alright, so it will be negative 8. These 2 is going to give us a positive. So we have plus 2. We're not dropping a step, guys. And then we have minus 8 minus 3. Alright, so I'm going to tidy up now. So we have 2 minus 8 plus 6. That's going to give us a minus 6. Notice you guys are not struggling with the sign. That is an awesome thing. Alright. So very good, guys. Very good. Grade 1 awaits you guys, just keep working, guys. You just have to keep working until the day comes. Alright. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Alright, so can I move down to the consumer arithmetic now? Alright, that is a yes. Right, I think I probably have to go small it up so everybody can see. Oh, it's fine, it's fine. So it says Angie's Travel Club holiday in Barbados. Night, no, that tree there fine. If I that there, okay, whatever. Accommodation plus return airfare of Eastern Caribbean $1,610. So it is a two-part question, all right? So the first part says the table shows the cost price, selling price, and the profit or profit loss percentage of the cost price. Copy and complete the table, insert the missing values at 1 and so that's your first thing to do, all right? So you put which number go here and which number go here, all right? You can just drop the little table, guys, because I'm gonna send you the video, but when you're studying, you want to have at least everything. So just, and this was May 2012. So just draw it up and do that part, all right? And then we're gonna look down further to the exchange part. So notice they did give us some information up here. So we are going to use this at some point. But make this first, and then we'll go down further.
I sent my answers, just taking a while to load.
All right, that's fine. I heard it. All right, right. It's correct.
Okay, sir, thanks.
So it was some persons work extra fast. You're one of them. You guys understand what to do, right? You guys understand what to do, right? For this one, you're gonna find the profit or percentage loss. And for this one, you're gonna find the cost price. So this is what they sold it for, but they make a profit of 25%. see if we can scroll up. What else? Right now, we'll finish. I can see if I can just continue with the eye, and then in about 7 minutes or so, guys, I will go through the solution, all right? And they will end because it's gonna be at 3 o'clock. So yeah, can take 10 minutes to complete. I will send you the guide. I will send you guys the video today. As soon as it's done, I'm gonna send you guys, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, guys, let us look on it for the last 10 minutes. So I'm not gonna keep them much longer over that. All right, so it gives us a table, the cost price, the selling price, and the percentage profit or loss. So basically, we can see that if you spend something, cost $55 and you sell it for $44, obviously you make a loss, right? So to find the loss amount, you can just simply minus the cost price from the selling price from the cost price, which is $11. All right, so if we want to express it as a profit or as a loss, it's supposed to be over the cost price. Now the cost price is $55, so we just say over 55. Some students might be tempted to use the 44. I think that's what they intend, but it should be of the cost price. All right, percent mean out of 100. So you did. So we deal with it. So this is will go 1 and this 5. So we can also say it's 1/5, so it will be 20%. So we just simply divide 5 into 100, which goes 20 times. All right, this one now is a little bit tricky because what they are saying, they say they make 25% profit, and these are the selling price. So let us go back to where it all started, right? So look at it. How did they get 100? Basically, they found 25% of a number, right? You know what the number is, and the result are 100. So we can transpose it to be 100. Here's an easy way. Yeah, that's not correct. It's 25% of a number, and you add the result to the number. It's not right. Hold on. 4 can't be 400. Supposed to be about 80 or so. Because what happened, guys, when them add the amount, when them add the profit, so them add 25% profit. That's supposed to give you the actual amount. So at 25%, it could be 125. All right, so we can use 5. So 4. 4 times that, 400. See if it's correct. All right, let's see what is 25% at it. At 20, yeah, it's correct. Because remember, you know, they add the profit to whatever it costs, which is the $20. So 25% at 80. It'll be the 20. Let us have a check. I use 5 into that 1 into that 4. Okay. All right, who did the conversion? So the table shows the rate of exchange, calculate the value of, and it gives us the rate. It says 1 US is equal to Eastern Caribbean $2.70, and Trinidad $1 equal to Eastern Caribbean 40 cents. And it's a convert from EC $1 into TT. How would I go about that, guys? If 1 TT dollar equal to Eastern Caribbean 40 cents, what is 1 of this equal to? As you don't have the much space, how we go about
I think you could divide well, I got 2.5 when I did it, but I don't know the phrase what I'm going to say. Divide $1 40 cents into $1.
Yeah, that is it. All right. So we divide 1 by the 40 cents. But we know so when we are divide, right? It basically comes to 1, 2, so that's a 40. So this will be 100. I add on to 0. So that'll be $2.50. So that's what 1 Eastern Caribbean equals in Trinidad. All right, 2 says US $80. So US $80 into Eastern Caribbean. How would you go about it? Even if you don't tell me the final answer. You have, if 1 US dollar, for every 1 US dollar you have, it's equal to $2.70. What would 80 of it equal to? Just tell me the method, and then we can.
Multiply 80 by the exchange rate.
Yeah, yeah. Because for every 1 US dollar you have, you'll get $2.70. So if for 2 US, you're gonna have about $5.40, 3 US, and so on. So you just know some multiple. All right. So you guys have calculated because this is paper 2, so you can just multiply 80 by 270. For some reason, I don't have this space. And this.
216, sir.
160. Okay. Thanks. All right. And the last one says you have TT.
Sir, when you multiply the, sorry, sir, when you multiply the 80 times the $2.70, get $216.
Oh, 216. Yeah, it makes sense because 2 times that couldn't be 160. 2 flat. It's supposed to be more because I paid $2. All right. All right. So how would you go about converting? No, they want us to convert from US to what? No, from TT to US. How would you go about that?
When I raised it out, I got $96, but I went from Trinidad and Tobago to EC to US.
Yeah. So we got multiply by the 0.4, right? Convert it to Eastern Caribbean. That's one way of putting it. And then divide by the 2.7. I don't have the space for some reason. I don't really think about this one. Let me see something. Oh Lord. So somebody help me out to the calculator, please. I know you guys are tired. I don't plan to keep you very long. 3 hours is a very long time. Your brain gets tired. So we have to convert it to a rate, so we know, right? And then since 1 US is equal to that, then we divide by. So guys, does somebody just help me out and put this in the calculator? 648 times 0.5, 0.4.
$259.20. 259.20.
That's the final answer.
The total up is $96.
Oh, 96. Yeah, just give me the final answer. All right.
96.
Yeah. So guys, when we come back, we're gonna start from here, right? It's a type. This is paid a basic wage of 2. Or if we can just finish. No, sir. We're gonna go on. Sure, and we are gonna have class again. All right. So let me just mark where we stop. All right, guys. So I will send you guys a video. All right. And for those who will be at class, see you later. We'll continue with trigonometry. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks. I'll soon send you guys the video as soon as I finish.
Bye.
All right. All right. Thanks.
All right, sir. Thanks,
All
much.
right.
Thanks for your time.
No problem, guys. No problem. Thanks to, all right.